The 28-year-old Portuguese is back in the news and linking him to Arsenal. This time it's Matt Lowe from the Telegraph. Welcome to Rokani Media Football as we do another segment of the Arsenal news show here onto our channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Man City have gone ahead to put 4 goals past Real Madrid today at Etihad, and they're into the finale to play Inter Milan on the 10th of June. That is close to 3 weeks from now. That's when you're going to be evidencing that final, and they are still charging for the treble. Remember, the league is already done. Now they're into the finale of the FA Cup with Manchester United at Wembley, and they are going to face off with Inter Milan in Turkey. But all in all, we'll be here letting you know the results from those remaining 2 finals of the FA Cup and the Champions League. Now, we are talking about Emile Smith Rowe's future. We've been told it's going to be discussed, and you're going to come here and really digest it a little bit, because lots of stories have been reiterating all over social media that Emile Smith Rowe is one of those players that Mikel Arteta is going to show the exit door come this summer. Now, Xhaka latest update. Fabrizio Romano has gone ahead to throw in a hot one as far as his future at Arsenal is really concerned. And those are the 3 stories we are going to tackle here onto the Rokani Media Football. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel if at all you're watching us for the very first time, and smash the black button that has the word subscribe, and smashing it, hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified every time I upload a video onto this beautiful YouTube channel of ours that you guys have made a reason. It's you have gone ahead to make it a reason, courtesy of the Lord that has really thrown you here to come in and really join me. So let's start off with Cancelo. I brought you a story of João Cancelo like a week back that Arsenal are interested in him. Now, we are really talking about Cancelo to Arsenal fears increase. Now, we've been told by Matt Lowe that Arsenal are interested in Man City fullback João Cancelo, but fear City will be more reluctant to do business with them this year. It remains to be seen whether Cancelo will have other options to consider, or whether Pep would be prepared to keep him at the club. That is Matt Lowe, Daily Telegraph football news correspondent. Now, let's address the word fears. The word fear came in from when Man City sold Arsenal 2 players, Jesus and Zinchenko, and Arsenal had almost taken the trophy. You know, Arsenal had given City a very hard day to do, a very hard job to do in the entire season. And if it was not Arsenal losing 2 points against West Ham and against Southampton, I think we would have been onto the title chase, and City would have been stretching left, right and center. To show you that it's really going to be hard for Arsenal to find themselves in a position of really getting in a player known as João Cancelo from Man City, the board of Man City even carried out what we call internal investigations onto whether Pep had an aim into selling these 2 players to Arsenal, and it was conducted, and Pep was told that he will never never sell a player to Arsenal anymore. Now, if at all you know what João Cancelo is all about, and if at all he joins Arsenal, what he adds to the club of Arsenal as far as the title charge is concerned next season, you know that he adds in goals, assists and some defensive work. You know, so it is really hard. That's where the fears have gone ahead to increase from maybe a percentage of like 30% to 70% that Arsenal won't get their man known as João Cancelo. But Arteta is in love of the player. We don't expect him to go back to Man City because Pep fell up with this man. You know, he fell up with this man. Bayern Munich have been told that they should pay 70 million euros. That's it. Barcelona is another team that would have gone ahead to buy in this player, but they are really having what we call financial constrictions, leaving Arsenal as the only team that can put money on the table to sign this player. Now, it's going to be left in the hands of Man City. Are they going to allow to really loan this player again, or they are going to sell him? Because Arsenal is the only outlet that has really come out and obviously shown them that we are really interested in this player and we are willing to put money on the table. But when you look at 70 million euros, to me it's all about 60 million pounds. That shows you that Arsenal is really going to spend huge in this summer, because João Cancelo's contract all right. So, when you look at João Cancelo, if Arsenal go ahead to really put in that amount of money onto Declan Rice, that is like 80 million pounds, you know, then they add 80 for Cancelo, that is 160 million pounds. Then they add on 60 for João Cancelo, that is 220. Then they add on like 40 for a central defender who is right-footed. That calls for Arsenal to spend 300 million pounds. And to me, I feel like it's not much for Arsenal. For a team that has been spending an average of 150 million pounds per season ever since Mikel Arteta came in through, when they are not in the Champions League, how do I doubt their potential to spend 300 million pounds when they are into the Champions League? Because Champions League means in more money. That's it. Champions League means in more money. So, I understand Arsenal are really having the power to spend. And tomorrow, I'm going to bring you a story of how Stanley Kroenke is willing to spend mad on this summer, because Arteta has shown him the potential that we can win the Premier League trophy, and that is his aim. Going head-to-head with City is what he's going to be looking at next season. That is Arteta and Kroenke. And what has really gone ahead to shock me, I was looking through the contract of the Portuguese at Man City. You know, his contract at City expires in 2027, meaning that he's left with how many years? He's left with 4 fucking years. So, I think Arsenal can use this chance and loan him. Sorry, Man City can use this chance and loan him and not get him to Arsenal, because they know what it means if at all they get this player to Arsenal. But I understand, never say never in the game of football, you know. Time is really the great teller. So let's wait and see whether Arsenal are really going to go ahead and really get in their main man, because the right back position is one of those that has always been a problem to them. And that shows you that if at all they get in Cancelo, they won't go in and really get in a left back even if they sell KNT, because Cancelo can play there very well and Ben White can play as a right back and a central defender. So I think it's like hitting 2 birds with 1 stone. If at all you get in your Cancelo, you know, Arsenal won't go in the market also to look in for a right-footed central defender. I understand, because you can't tell me that João Cancelo will find himself injured and Saliba injured, Ben White injured, or Saliba injured at the same time plus Tomiyasu. You understand? So I think Arsenal are chasing for this player, but let's wait and see whether they're going to find themselves in a position of really signing this 28-year-old player. And he brings experience to the team and what we call the winning mentality, because he's a winner. He might even win a trophy with Bayern Munich this season, that is the Bundesliga. Now, there is a player known as Emile Smith Rowe. His season has been really written as not good. According to the season he had in 2021-2022, this season of 2023 has been really abysmal for the England under-21 international. That is Emile Smith Rowe. Now, Simon Collins, a correspondent of Arsenal at the Standard Sport, has confirmed to us that Arsenal are also due to hold talks with Emile Smith Rowe about his future at the end of the season. That is it, coming in from the man known as Simon Collins, an Arsenal correspondent that really gives us news through the Evening Standard. Now, let's do a little bit of Emile Smith Rowe. One, young player, very exciting, direct. He scores goals, he gives you assists, he's hardworking, and I think Arsenal love the player. And if I told you what Arsenal, if I told you are a player who comes in from London Conley and you came in from the Hell End Academy, you have a lot to really defend, and Arsenal can give you more time to really express yourself and see whether you can really fight for your position. Trust me, Emile Smith Rowe is one of those players that we looked at with Bukayo Saka after the season of 2021-2022, and we expect that he's going to go on and really flourish this season. But this season has been cut short because of the injuries that are going to hate to affect the player. And Saka's going to hate to shine. And remember, last season, Emile Smith Rowe outscored Saka. He had more goals and assists. That is Emile Smith Rowe for you. So this season would have been a good one for him, but he found himself in a position of really not playing. And I 100% dispute every story coming out that Arsenal is going to sell Emile Smith Rowe. I understand Mikel Arteta is not going to sell this player. Why? This player is a proven player at Arsenal, you know? So Arteta knows that he needs one more season. He just needs to give him one more season, 2023, 2024. If Emile Smith Rowe fails to impress, then I think he will be thrown out and put to the shop window and sold. But I understand he's really going to be a very important player for Arsenal the coming season, because Arsenal doesn't have the money to reinforce as people think. We are talking into 34 players, and it's close to 250 million pounds. Now, we are talking into that galaxy or domain when Arsenal has not yet let the likes of Emile Smith Rowe go, Reece Nelson go. You understand? Now, if you let Emile Smith Rowe go, that means you have to reinforce and add in more players. So I think he's going to stay. That's why you see to it that they're also fighting it hard, and they've gone ahead to make a fourth offer for Reece Nelson. They also want the player to stay. They know what it means if at all they lose these players. So I see nowhere this player is going, Emile Smith Rowe. I think the discussions are just going to let him know that we still have you in our plans, and please go to the preseason, do the needful, and let's prepare for the season that is coming up in August. That's it. Lastly, Fabrizio Romano has gone ahead to give us another huge hint about Granit Xhaka. He has told us that Bayern Leverkusen hope to get Xhaka deal done in June after personal terms agreed on contracts valid until 2027. Talks will move to final stages soon. Arsenal will insist on Declan Rice, main priority. Still waiting on West Ham to decide final price tag. That is it. So, for the Xhaka staff, Xhaka is leaving Arsenal, as I told you, and personal terms have been agreed in between Bayern Leverkusen and a team called Bayern Leverkusen and the entourage of Granit Xhaka, meaning that it's just a matter of time to go and talk to Arsenal and really discuss the amount of money they want for Granit Xhaka. But it's rumored to be between 15 million euros to 20 million euros is the amount of money that Arsenal is going to really see coming in from the account of Bayern Leverkusen to the account of Arsenal. And I think that will be something great to get some good money out of Granit Xhaka, because those 15 million euros, if you add them to the 7 million euros of Pablo Mari, that is like 21 million euros, 22 million euros. That's not bad money. In total, that's like 20 million pounds. Arsenal can use it to buy in other players. So I think Arsenal has one of the best sporting projects into the English Premier League that has seen itself elevate to the level of really earning in more money than expected. So Xhaka has agreed personal terms. Arsenal priority is to first get in Declan Rice. After getting in Declan Rice, then they'll go on and really talk on to other signings as confirmed to us by Fabrizio Romano. So guys, your thoughts on to Cancelo to Arsenal fears increasing are welcome in the comment section below. Do you think City will sell to Arsenal? Yes or no? I'm calling in for your answers. And then I would love to hear something concerning Granit Xhaka having agreed personal terms with Bayern Leverkusen. Will Arsenal really accept that 15 million euros coming in from Bayern Leverkusen? And Emile Smith Rowe's future, do you think Arsenal is going to sell him, or they're going to keep him at the club and really see what he gives to Arsenal next season. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. I sign out for now. See you later. Good morning, my lovely mates and viewers of Rokani Media Football.